Suns go long. Oh, the big leap from King. He's a long way from home. Holman's going to send it inside 50. There'll be no King there, so it's all for Casbolt to do. Levi got rid of his opponent, and then he puts it through. Levi, what a start for the Suns.
In his shortish career, Noah Anderson. Across the face. It's markable, and it's a remarkable mark by Lukosius.
Now on the back of the Casbolt mark and Lukosius as well, he's got to be very accountable.
McPherson, Archie, rather it's Coleman that slaps it down. Here's a chance for Joe. He steadies, he lines it up, and it's as straight as an arrow for the Lions opener this evening.
Dane Zorko just had to get out of the hole there. Charlie Cameron was looking to get on the lead.
Couple of flyers. McCarthy got up there. Zorko the crummer, front and square. McCluggage over it, feeds it out, gave it to McCarthy, blasts it around the body, and they're in front.
But McCarthy's got it, and he sends it in the dangerous territory. Joe comes out. Joe cradles it to his chest. The Suns are saying, no, it's not paid. But look at the umpire with the signal.
Well, he could still snap it if he stepped boundary side.
Yeah, you're permitted to do that.
Yes.
Coming off an equal career high of 6. He's booted 2 in the first term and gives them the early edge. Brisbane on top. And we'll send it back inside 50. It's just imagine.
Oh.
So something's happened off the ball. Charlie Cameron, he's received a free kick for something that's happened off the ball. He takes a big deep breath, spins around, curls it in. And Charlie's on the board to Starcevic. Now, who's home? Flying was Charlie Cameron at the back. Here's a chance for Bailey. Wants to wheel around on his right. In 2 minds. Cuts through. And he slices it through to Zach Bailey. That was a wonderful goal and a great presence of mind. He's been in the right place, right time, just about every moment of this clash. Disposal number 18 to King. Humphrey finds the King. And the timing is perfect. Ben King from directly in front.
Better.
Big Ben strikes right when they need him.
And there's a
Second
infringement for a 6-6 indiscretion, and the Suns will get the clearance. So Witts with the clock ticking straight down the spine, and King again. There's a new King in town when he is hot. For 2 in a minute. And he squeezes it in. And all the King's men come toward him. That's a huge moment. Cut back to a 1-kick margin at half-time. Andrew can't get there to stop McCluggage from taking it. Hands it off to Gunston. Sends it long. Danaher lurking. Got it! Great hands from Joe.
It was a beautiful kick.
He's just going to put it to the hot spot. Oh, Andrews got up high, and a little toe poke from Lukosius at the back. He soccers it through. So they're hanging in there, the Suns, but that kick was a little casual, and they might make them pay here, Lemons, with the error. Sharp is just that. He's razor sharp.
I think about an 8:30 or something stupid.
Okay, it's going well.
Can't drive that quick.
Danaher doing well out of the ruck. You know, he's been thrown in there. Charlie Cameron gets his moment, puts the Jets on, has a bounce, sized them up, gave it away. The 1-2. Cheeky Charlie, how good was that?
Although it might come back in just as quick. Wilmot sets it. Hipwood stood his ground. Not paid. Andrew had it stolen out of him. Here's a chance for Bailey. Into the goal square he goes. And buries on the end of it. Kicked 2 late goals and got them right back in it. This is a good build-up. Davies. Humphreys wants it from behind. Instead, that was a brilliant pass.
Kick it to Levi.
And he launches it high. King got his hands to it. Here's Roses in 2 minds. Handballs to the standing start there of Ainsworth, who quick fire has given it to Humphrey, is it? And Humphrey silences the crowd.
Turnover. Scrambled away by McPherson. Bounces on its end, so it won't be insufficient intent. Wilmot flicks it over his head. That works. To Dunkley. To Neal. Hits a pretty good spot with a kick. And Hipwood made it his own. Should have the carry. In his struts. From the arc. It'll bend back. It works back to perfection. Some breathing space again for the Lions.
Gunston, can he get rid of Andrew? Can't quite break the tackle. Well done, Mac. He held on for dear life. Now Dunkley from a standing start. It'll land right in the hot spot, and floating across in front was McCluggage. It was a mid-air hack to Tom Berry. And he goes again, does Fiorini, although it's chopped off, this time by Wilmot for the Brisbane Lions. Over the head of Danaher. Guess who's waiting at the back, under pressure. Couldn't pick it up, Danaher does. And Danaher adds the finishing touches. Instead, puts plenty of air in that kick and asks Gunston to run out and take the mark as easy as you like. Gunston. Does he squeeze it home? He does.
Oh, yeah, 6'4" and about 90 kilos and a great athlete, so he can go as a contested player.
Oh, Danaher's juggled it. He jumped up onto the head of Collins and it ended up claiming the mark just a centimetre off the turf. He wheels around. Can he find his teammate? No, it's all Brisbane. And adding the finishing touches is McCarthy.
And they did run with American Pie that time for the goal celebration song, Doom, so I'm not sure how they pick him. It seems like it should be Mason Cox's only. Little handoff. This is fantastic. McCluggage, he spears that towards the top of the square. Off hands, big moment. Hipwood gets a toe on it. And it's celebration time at the moment for the Lions. They have poured them on.
Neal celebrates his 30th birthday this week. What a career he's had. Ashcroft still a teenager. McCluggage back to Ashcroft, who launches from 50. Unrelenting, ruthless and methodical. And they're in seventh heaven, these Brisbane Lions. 7 consecutive wins on top of the ladder halfway through round 10.
Firstly, to the Gold Coast boys, thank you very much. Always a great battle every time we come up against you. To our boys, great grind tonight, awesome effort. And to all the fans, both Brisbane and Gold Coast, thanks very much for turning up. Really appreciate it.
Harris Andrews.
The judges did vote because it was tight.
And my read on it, Bradley,
by it.
yeah, Humphrey was best on ground first quarter. Then I had Lockie Neal best on ground second and third quarter. And then you could have thrown any one of half a dozen Brisbane players in there in the last quarter.